So I believe I have personally found the fastest method to farm the quest steps for the new Pinnacle PvE weapon, the loaded question fusion rifle. This is mainly for solo players. Now to do this, you're going to need your fusion rifle of choice. If you don't have an arc fusion rifle, don't worry, in the second half of the video I will show you how to quickly farm the arc kills. Now for me personally, I chose to use the Telesto because I didn't have any other decent fusion rifle that I'd like to use. I would highly recommend using some fusion rifle scavenger perks or energy ammo finder on at least one of your armor pieces. I didn't have any, so it took me a little bit longer than it should take someone with these perks. Now, as you can see in the video, you want to load up the Hollowed Lair Nightfall that's currently on this week's rotation for Nightfalls and head towards the Kingship Dock Lost Sector. You're going to want to use the Arc Singe modifier with Grenadier. This is because in this Lost Sector, none of the enemies use any arc weapons and will only benefit yourself. You're going to want to head up towards the Lost Sector and you want to kill everything you can with your fusion rifle. If you do run out of ammo when you're doing this, just use some of your arc abilities, as in your grenade and melee, as it's only going to benefit you later when you come to farm your arc kills. One way you can make this faster at this current point is to actually use an arc fusion rifle. Unfortunately, as I said before, I don't have one, so I did use the Telesto with Nezarexin headpiece, because when you use these two together, they do regenerate a lot of your grenade and melee energy, and also for your super. So doing this just made everything farming a lot easier when you're doing them together. Now as you can see, we are coming towards the end of the Lost Sector now, just picking off the last few stragglers with the Telesto. This is also a good farm for any legendaries, exotics, prime engrams and blues that you want to use for gunsmith materials, as they do drop in abundance in Lost Sectors. Also, it's very good for material farming. Now for the arc kills, you're going to want to either be playing a Warlock or a Titan. These are the only two classes that I know of that can abuse exotics to instantly return arc abilities. As a Warlock, you want to use your preferred arc weapon of choice. For me, it's the Risk Runner, and you're going to want to use the Crown of Tempest with the Chaos Reach tree. With just the Crown of Tempest and the subclass, you'll be getting your abilities back insanely quickly. Now if you're a Titan, you're going to want to use the Insurmountable Skull Fort with the top 3 Sentinel with the Brawler modifier instead of Grenadier. Now for the arc kills, you want to load up the Hollowed Lair Nightfall again and head again towards the Kingship Lost Sector. You want to start throwing nades everywhere to get the Conduction Times perk on the Warlock Crown of Tempest to proc. You want to keep this as close to 3 stacks as possible. If it does drop off, it doesn't matter too much because Grenadier should bring it back quickly enough for it not to matter too much. If you're a Titan with Insurmountable Skull Fort, you want to start shoulder charging into everything, the chaining kills from the shoulder charge ability. Now, from the end of this Lost Sector, I must have gained about 30, and I believe I ended it at exactly 600 kills. So I thought, okay, let's see how quickly I can go from 600 to 1000. As you can see, the timer has now jumped 20 minutes, and I've completed all 1000 kills. It was 400 in about 20 minutes, which is fantastic. So for this quest, you're going to be spending a lot of time in the Hollowed Lair Nightfall, as it's currently in the best position for all of the objectives to be completed. And for this farm, you're going to want to use the same farm as the Mindbender's Ambition, which is where it's currently bugged to where if you die right as the chest pops for the loot rewards, the strike will count as complete, and you will gain 1 completion towards your activity completion quest stat. So we're going to be farming this. Each fight should take around about 5 minutes. It will be quicker with more people and depends on how efficient you are. I believe the Titan with the Hallowed Fire chest piece is fastest for farming this with thermite grenades, but I don't play any other class apart from Warlock, so this is how I do it with some braces, top tree of Dawnblade, and just throwing solar grenades everywhere. This is also a great farm for any of those exotic catalysts that you haven't got yet, for example the Risk Runner catalyst, as they will drop from the chest pretty consistently depending on how many runs you do. Now for me, unfortunately, it did bug here and it did reset me back to the start of the instance, which is kind of unfortunate, so I'll have to run through it all again. So if it does happen, just reload the Nightfall again and go through again. So thank you all for watching. Goodbye.